Hey everyone, welcome back. It's the Finance Things in Life. I'm Matt, along with my brother Anthony, and we're from the PD Group Wealth Management. Today, we have our second edition of Money Confessions. So,
Bum, bum, bum.
yeah, apparently the first one took off enough where we got some more money confessions. Probably some a little juicier than last time, but
A little bit. I think people were inspired.
yeah. I don't know if inspired is the right word. I mean, I
Motivated to share.
motivated to share. Maybe they want to share and maybe get some ideas of what they should be doing, or maybe what they could do differently. I guess.
hope so.
But yeah, let's go ahead and kind of go through some of those and see where we go.
All right. First one's up.
All right.
I make six figures, but I can't get ahead because my parents constantly ask for loans. They never repay. I love them, but I feel like their retirement plan is me. This is probably the first time that I've heard this one. Like this, typically, like we hear something, it's just like, oh yeah, I've heard some kind of like figment of this. Maybe not parents, but like maybe, I guess in this scenario, I've heard of like family asking for money, any kind of family asking for money and loans to them. But as far as like being their retirement plan,
Right. I don't know if I've heard people call it their retirement plan. I mean, I think this happens all the time, maybe not in like everyday people, but athletes, celebrities.
for
I
sure.
mean, is very common. But yeah, I mean, when's enough?
Right. Well, and then how do you have that conversation? Because like it's your family after all. I always tell people never loan money to your family, especially if you're considering getting it back. Like I
Right.
can't. Money is, we talk about it all the time.
I'll
Money's
keep
such
that in
a,
mind, by the way, just in case I ever need something.
well, money is such an emotional thing that if you're lending it to family and they don't pay you back, like you could potentially lose a family member.
Yeah.
Like it's important. Also, don't loan money that you can't afford to. If
True.
You're not going to get it back.
Right. I mean, I think eventually it gets to the point where you just have to put your foot down and say, I can't do it anymore. You gotta put yourself first. And, hopefully this person doesn't have, can you imagine if they're married with kids and they're not putting money away and because they're trying to take care of their parents? It's something they definitely need to put your foot down. You need to tell them to start repaying, or you're not going to loan them any more money.
Yeah, and then find out what is it that they're spending it on.
Right. That's the other thing. I mean, what
Like,
are they spending it on?
Right. Like if you're asking for consistently for loans, like maybe there's another solution to this problem, and it's not me giving you money, but it's stop doing what you're doing.
Right. Yeah.
as harsh of a conversation that is.
I just
Like they're going on vacation with
right.
with your loan.
Right. Usually it's the other way around where it's like, oh man, my parents are spending my inheritance.
Right.
In this case, you're not getting inheritance and they're spending your money.
Right. Yeah, that's terrifying. Yeah, loaning money in general or loaning money to family is always a difficult topic.
Right. Like you said before, you have to be in the financial. You have to have the ability to actually do it, and if you don't, then you shouldn't be doing it. And it's not, that you don't love your parents or your love family or your friends that you're trying to loan. Yeah, you need to take care of yourself. You can't put yourself in a bad situation.
Yeah, if
down
you're
the
ever
road.
in that position, you want to do it, I would consider that money gone.
Yeah.
You're not getting it back. And if that's okay with you, then go ahead.
Yeah. And then, it doesn't hurt to put something together on paper as far as
Especially with a sizable loan.
a loan repayment plan, with interest or without, I don't know, something just to document it. And
At least inflation.
yeah. All right. Well, that was a
Juicy
great
one to
to
start
with. My siblings think our parents left us all an equal inheritance. The truth, I convinced my mom to add me as a joint owner on one of her accounts before she passed, and I quietly walked away with an extra $50,000.
What?
Ah,
That's wild.
you know what though? it it's wild, but at the same time, that is why we stress having your beneficiaries in all your accounts up to date and accounted for, and bringing in, if you're an older client, bring in your children, or if you're a child and you have aging parents, to bring them in and have that conversation, because
oh my gosh,
this isn't hard to do. I mean, I'm sure it happens way more often than you think.
Yeah.
And who knows? I mean, maybe the mother wanted to do it. Maybe it's, this child was helping out. Maybe, they were the one that was around locally, taking care of them, taking care of looks like the father must have already passed away. Maybe they were taking care of both parents.
Yeah, but have that conversation.
Maybe it was a loan repayment. I don't know.
From the sound of it, it looked a little sneakier than that.
Yes, it does definitely sounds sneaky.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Money and family is a dangerous combination.
Yeah.
And I don't know the exact number, but the trillions that are going to be being passed from this generation to this next generation. I think things like this are going to happen more often. I think there's going to be, issues. Family dynamics are going to change. I unfortunately, you see it all the time with death and, beneficiaries starting to fight over money, or the parents, their, jewelry and other possessions. I mean, it's...
And then you get into the situation where, are you taking advantage of someone who is older, maybe not thinking clearly, because it says convinced.
Yeah. Oh, so, it's a form of elder abuse.
Right. Now it's like, now you're convincing someone who's maybe not at the mental capacity that they should be at, and having them do something that maybe they didn't intend to do.
Yeah.
That's quite the confession right there. And then, it's $50,000. I don't know how much they inherited overall. Maybe, each kid was getting a few $100,000, an extra $50,000. Obviously, it's a decent sum, but yeah, that is a.
Well, and whoever they were working with, the bank, or that person has a fiduciary responsibility to, if a client comes in and wants to do that, making sure they have they're in the right frame of mind.
Yeah.
And asking questions. So I don't know. I mean, I agree. It sounds kind of sneaky, and the convincing portion of it, but if the mother was in the right frame of mind, and who knows what was going on behind the scenes as far as helping out, maybe the mom didn't want to make it an issue, when she was to pass away, and for the kids to find out that, Susie was getting an extra $50,000 because she was the one helping out, and the other ones weren't. So
yeah, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
Whew. Yeah.
Might have to take a break after that one.
The next one. I told my wife I sold my crypto near the top. Truth is, I held on until it tanked and lost $80,000. She still thinks I made money. Woof. Woof.
Well, hopefully
they kept holding.
Well,
I don't know when this was.
They should have kept holding, depending on what cryptocurrency it was.
Yeah.
Unless it was like the Haktua crypto coin, right?
I hope not. Dogecoin.
I don't even know what that's at right now.
I don't either.
I mean, if it was Bitcoin or Ethereum, they probably would have made that money back and then some.
So.
But I will say this: if they lost $80,000, hopefully, it was a small fraction of their overall assets.
Yeah,
and
hopefully it wasn't everything.
yeah. Crypto, obviously, we've talked about it before on our podcast that, it's a diversifier for your portfolio. People, you can invest in it, you can make money, you can lose money, but it is very volatile. There's a lot unknown, and as far as investing in it, you have to be prepared that it could go down to zero, like any other.
Yeah, like
investment.
any other. Yeah. That's
The bigger problem is the wife thinks they made money.
right. Yeah. God forbid an expense comes up and she's like, "Oh, well, why don't you just dip into a little bit of the crypto?"
Right.
And then you have a really, really bad conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a good conversation. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a fun conversation to have.
No. Anytime you want to have a successful relationship with someone, making sure that you're discussing your finances and you are truthful about your finances is usually a step in the right direction.
Right. Yeah, not that we're here to give marriage advice or
No.
relationship advice, but more on the financial side of this. Diversification is key. Maybe also selling at a profit, or maybe taking some of the profits off the table.
Hedge a little bit.
Maybe would have been a better idea than to kind of ride it all the way down.
Yeah, I mean, like you said earlier, hopefully that's not a majority of their investments. Hopefully that's a small portion of it. Because an $80,000 loss, I don't know how long that was over of a time period, but I mean, that's a pretty hefty take right there. Yeah. So hopefully they didn't sell at a loss. So hopefully that's still has an opportunity to make a little bit of money there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it says held on to it and lost 80,000. So maybe they continued holding it and now they're back up. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not a realized loss.
Right. I dipped into my kid's college savings account to cover some bills. I swore I'd pay it back quickly. It's been 3 years and the balance is still half of what it was.
These are intense confessions.
Right.
People didn't take this lightly.
No. And I mean, this is getting back to, borrowing money and within family and everything else. But one, I mean, if they took the money out for non-college expenses, then they had to pay probably a penalty and some tax
for sure
on top of whatever they took out. I mean, I could probably think of some.
I don't want to get into like the other side of advice, but like when you're taking money out and you tell yourself, I want to pay it back quickly, in my personal opinion, you create a plan to pay it back quickly. So maybe it's not, some people think I have to pay it all in a lump sum. So I'm going to save up and I'm going to put it all back in. Auto contributions into the account, you don't even think about it over time. So over 3 years, maybe you're getting back to what it was. But then on the flip side, you're losing so much possible gains.
No.
Hopefully it wasn't over the last 2 years when the markets were booming.
Right. I mean, and listen, we're not in the position to judge. But in a situation like this, I would think if you're looking to kind of right the ship, what you said was create an automatic contribution on a monthly basis, whether how big or how small, whatever you can afford, and just start trying to contribute back and to get the account to where it was. Now obviously you're gonna you're losing the time in the investment growth potential that you had over that, but I mean reinvesting what you took out, and having that
priority.
Plan, and having that plan is what you need to do.
Yeah, and then hopefully the kids have a little bit of time after that to grow that account before they have to use it for college.
Yeah. Or better, they get a full ride, right? Full scholarship.
There you go. Roll that into a Roth IRA.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
See, you gotta look at the bright side, right?
They can keep contributing to that Roth IRA until you get it to the amount that you took out.
Right.
All right, this one's a little bit lighter. I eat out for lunch almost every day, but tell my spouse I packed something from home. I don't want them to know how much I waste on takeout. This one I feel like is very common.
Oh yeah.
I feel like people do this all the time.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and I don't even think sometimes it's not even, you know, going out to eat as far as restaurants or lunch, but you know, coffee. You know,
Coffee.
how easy is it to, you know, skip making your coffee at home and just get Starbucks on the way in, or order Starbucks and have it, you know, delivered.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it costs me my typical drink at Starbucks, and I haven't gotten Starbucks in probably 3 months. I'm really proud of myself. Is like $5.60.
All right.
My typical drink. So if you're, let's just say it's $6 for easy math. $30 a week for 5 days.
Yeah.
I mean, that adds up quickly. It's what, $120 a month.
Yeah.
On Starbucks. That's a decent contribution into, you know, a savings account, a retirement account, and you could just be making your own coffee at home.
Right.
And granted, like no one like Starbucks does taste pretty good.
It does. Some people hate it. Some people
That's
love
true.
it. I
Depends.
mean, you know what today is?
What's that?
The annual release for fall flavors.
Oh my gosh, you and your pumpkin spice. Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. Are we
Yeah.
getting Starbucks after this?
We might have to. My daughter texted me and said, "Can we get Starbucks?"
Really?
Yeah, today, because it's the fall flavors are out.
I'm not a fan.
No.
No. I get the same drink every time.
Man.
Cold brew, even in the winter, 0 degrees outside. Give me my iced coffee.
Man. I have been making my triple shot at home though.
I buy the Stokey coffee, the one who sponsors Wrexham.
Okay.
They've got great stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do Death Wish espresso roast.
It's intense.
It is. I love it though.
But getting back to this,
Yeah.
but I mean, even on that scale, so on a coffee scale, so if you're getting lunch every day, that's going to be easily between $10 to $15.
Right.
I mean,
Easy. 10 to 15 is probably low.
Right. Yeah. So at a minimum, you're saying $50 a week, bare minimum,
Bare minimum.
and then you're talking $200 a month. I mean, that's tough, especially if you know you're having conversations with your spouse about budgeting and trying to stay on track of things. I mean, who wouldn't want an extra $200 a month to spend on something, or to save on something?
Yeah, I mean, what you could do is, I mean, who doesn't like going out to eat? Maybe trying to cut back. Maybe just do it once a week. You know, you have your once a week where you go out for lunch and start there and treat yourself, and it'll be that much better. And
honestly, it's just getting into the habit.
Right.
I mean, it's just, you know, make your lunch the night before, or pack leftovers, or, you know, just making sure you have like a set meal that you can have. I mean, I don't want to talk about like meal prepping, but I mean, it is really easy to do, and it is fairly cheap. It's just getting the habit of doing it.
I have stuff at the office, you know, in the fridge. I have the stuff I need for lunch, you know, bring in, you know, chicken that's already cooked, or steak or something, salad, and
my venison, cottage cheese, sweet potato, avocado, hot honey.
There you go.
Boom.
So, you know, so it's like going out to eat, but you don't have it ready to go and kind of that meal prep.
I do think that is a very popular one. A lot of people are going out to eat. Depends on your job too. If you're, you know, out on the road, a lot of people do, you know, sales or going door to door. So it's just like a quick meal. But I mean, that will add up fast.
Yeah. Or even, you know, the other thing is, you know, parents so busy with kids and running around, like oftentimes you can't, you know, you're not at home to even eat dinner. So a lot of people just stop somewhere quick and pick something up, and it's hard, you know, people's schedules these days they're not, you know, conducive for eating at home or having
a family meal.
Having a family meal.
How many people have family meals still? We do.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure a lot of people probably don't.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's hard. But yeah, I mean, I think trying to, maybe budget those, whether it's lunches or coffees or whatever, and maybe trying to have a goal in mind, like this is what I can spend during the week, or maybe just saying I'll do it once a week or whatever it is kind of the place to start. And once you get in that habit, I think it becomes a lot easier. You know, but it's just starting that repetition is the key.
Yeah, like with anything.
Yeah. Oh, this is something we can all relate to. I subscribe to 8 different streaming services, but I only really watch 2. Every month I promise myself I'll cancel the rest, and I never do. Yeah, I don't even know how many streaming services The big thing was to get rid of cable, right? Because, cable costs too much, and then now when you add up all these streaming services, I bet you we pay more.
Probably close to it. Yeah. I don't know how many streaming services I have. I could probably, rough estimate, probably close to 8 or 9.
Right.
And there'll be like one show on each streaming service that you'll watch.
Right.
I have been working on that. Once I finish a show, I'll cancel the service.
Yeah. And then, if the new season comes out, would you turn it back on?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of TV, so I don't know.
Neither do I. The big one that just came out, though.
What?
NFL Ticket.
That I do have.
I see.
And that is expensive.
That is so expensive. Yeah. But, I mean, for NFL fans, like, how you can't... Well, not only that, but now they have certain games that are only on whatever, Paramount or Amazon.
They've got Amazon, they've got Paramount, they've got ESPN, they've got Netflix, and then they've got YouTube TV.
Yeah. Dude,
so you need 5 streaming services
just to watch football.
It's insane. No. Absolutely insane. I remember when you had DirecTV, you could watch every single one there. Now you need all 5.
Right.
It's
not
outrageous.
DirecTV.
And not DirecTV. Unreal.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then some of these, streaming services have merged, or, if you have this, then you get this, whether it's Hulu and Disney or Hulu and Apple.
Disney,
I don't know. I mean, but you have Apple, Hulu, Disney, Paramount, CBS. I mean, you name it, there's a streaming
We're
service.
just going to go right back to cable.
Right.
It's going to be like, oh, well, we're all packaged together now for this one amount. And it's like, well, that's what cable was.
Right. We should never have left.
Yeah. For $120 a month, you can get everything.
You know what? I bet I'd be curious to know how much it costs to have everything right now. Like what it would be.
Every streaming service?
Yeah.
I'll take a look at my credit card bill and
know. But there are tools out there that I'm trying to think what it is offhand, but there are tools that will kind of look at your bills and your streaming services and say, hey, in case you didn't know, you're paying for this streaming service, you're paying for this streaming service, and you might not even know you have it. You signed up one time a year ago to watch a show, and you stopped watching it, and you're still paying for it because that's what these companies live off of, is that recurring payment, that recurring revenue.
It's just like a gym membership,
right? That's probably another one.
Paying a gym membership, you don't go, you don't think about it. Only way to cancel is to actually go into the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw my. And
it sounds so cheap,
right?
Well, these streaming services, gym memberships are probably more, but I mean
depending on where you're going.
When they break it down monthly, it's like what's 5, 10, 15? Well, some are like $15 now.
Yeah.
I think the new ESPN one is $30 a month, and I forget everything you get with it, but yeah.
Not enough. Yeah, I was looking through my credit card bill, and I saw SiriusXM was on there, and they had been charging me 2 accounts for the last 6 months. Just a accounting error they had.
Just a little one.
Right. I was like, what the? Yeah, so I had to call them, and they're just like, we signed you up for 2 premium memberships on accident. And luckily they refunded me everything and gave me a nice little discount moving forward. But some people don't look at their credit card bills, and they have no idea what they're paying. I mean, I would have had no idea had I not looked.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's I highly encourage everyone to look at their credit cards. like I said, I don't remember the company offhand that does this, but they'll look at your subscriptions and kind of give you an idea of what you're paying on a monthly basis for maybe some subscriptions or services that you don't even use. So
yeah, for sure.
But the more you know.
The more you know. Yeah, those were some pretty intense confessions,
right? Yeah, and and obviously, like I said before, we're not here to judge. Everyone has their own unique circumstances, and obviously, whether it's lending money or borrowing money or needing money out of an account or whatnot, there may be better ways to do it, or there may be better ways to kind of set up a repayment plan to kind of protect yourself, or kind of limit liabilities or tax consequences and things like that. So it might be something to talk about with an advisor or a tax professional or someone, and but like I said, those were pretty intense.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, if anyone else has any more confessions that they want to send anonymously,
right,
I'd be happy to share them. I think it does help in certain scenarios to kind of learn from what other people have done or mistakes that maybe people have made in the past, and try not to walk in similar footsteps.
Yeah. And like I said, we'll kind of try to give as much guidance as possible, and if you guys have any other questions or ideas, shoot them over.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks.